So we have Bryan, infamous Toronto, you know, really love the brand, successfully broke.
Thank you so much.
How does that work?
You know what? It literally works in the simplest way possible. You go on Instagram as successfully broke, and everything's for free. So like I get hit up all the time like, yo, can you look at my idea? Or how did you do this? Or I want to pick your brain. I would love to help everyone, but there's just not enough time in the day to do that.
There's only one you.
Right, and I got other things that I gotta make happen.
Yeah.
But through Instagram, I don't mind sharing all the stuff that I feel people would want to get out of me anyways.
Definitely.
So yeah, on that channel I literally post like the trials and tribulations of starting a brand, ups and downs, the realness, the money, the success, the failure, everything.
Please forgive me. My name's Kay. I run Rapateur via social media, so
Amazing.
It is a music blog for hip-hop, rap culture, fashion, food, whatever relates to it. All about the positive vibes, no gossip around here.
I love it.
So definitely, that's why I had to hit you up. Can we get a zoom in on the off-whites? Now, why did you choose these off-whites? There were a couple, you know, like, see, come on, why this selection? What was the vibe for today?
Ones are like the uniform, like from when you're a kid, right? Like the ones are undeniable. So when this collab came out, I got really fortunate and I got blessed with these.
Was there a story behind copying these ones, or like?
I have no idea. I just got them. Like someone gave them to me. I can't even take credit for.
Hey, that is dope. I cannot wait to get to that level. You know, shout out someone accepting off-white size 9.5, 10. Yes, I got big feet, but you know, it's all good. So in terms of being an influencer and being a man in Toronto, just trying to rep for something great, how does that work for you? How do you find that?
You know what? It's kind of crazy because I said it earlier in the panel discussion, but influence has been like this thing that's been like kind of twisted around because of social media. And the reality is like as many likes as you get, as many followers as you have, that's cool, and that may be part of your equation to have influence, but most of the time it's not. Influence like legitimately comes from the work that you do and the people you touch. And if you're working within one community or one industry or one genre, that's where your influence starts to come from, when people accept what you're doing.
And people gravitate to the realness, and a lot of the times people get caught up like in the numbers, and it happens for me. I won't even lie. Starting this vlog, I'm like, oh my god, I don't have this many. Like, people are not going to respect me. They're not going to understand what I'm trying to do. So how do people like understand and like kind of program themselves that doesn't matter? Just stick to the content.
Well, I think you just said it. Like, stick to the content. Honestly, if you produce good shit, if you have a quality product, eventually the masses will come, but you build slow. And if you don't have money, cool. There's all these free tools to build slow until you do have money, and then you explode and you expand. But there's no reason you can't start small. Everyone's got to start somewhere.
And that's the thing I find, like, especially with this generation, and I notice it a lot with the youth in Toronto. Everybody wants facts.
Yeah.
They want it now. They want it fast. They don't want to put in the work.
Thing. It's also like an
Is it a generational thing? Is there any way, if you could have a suggestion to sort of break that, or let people know, like, slow it down?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's no competition. Like, you're your own competition. So
He's dope. Shout out Fumi again.
So if you have your own like deadline, no one else has to know that deadline but you. So you know, the rate of success is based on like your journey. Yeah, your journey doesn't have to match yours or the next person's. Like, great if someone succeeds before you, applause, more power to you, but that doesn't mean you're failing. It just means your path might take a little longer.
So I've been speaking with quite a few people, and even hearing what you're saying, the vibe that I'm getting is having confidence within yourself. And why is that a role? I feel the confidence in the fit, I feel the confidence in how you talk, and people need to understand how important that is. It might seem mundane and small, and how important is that to building your brand or building whatever it is that you're trying to do?
So if you're going to sell an idea, it's important. If you're going to be in the public eye, it's important. If you're the behind the scenes person that's making everything work for someone else's larger vision, you still got to be confident, but you don't have to show out. It's not the same type of confidence. You can be confident in your work and not have to worry about yourself as much. But as soon as you step into the public, or you're in front of a camera like this, if you start sweating, if you start sweating, or if you can't handle it, you got to work on that. Because I started off super shy. I hated public speaking. I'm a ginger, so as soon as I would get on stage, my whole face would go red. Like, just instant blood rush, and
you can't hide
ridiculous. Yeah, you can't hide it. So that took years of like getting comfortable with myself and my ideas, and understanding like, hey, what I'm bringing to the table is legit, and no one's gonna fuck with that. And if they are, like, I probably don't want that energy anyways.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely big on the energy, and I'm happy that you're even saying this, because a lot of the times, like, these youth or whoever's watching, even for myself listening to you, like, it reminds me to stay humble and to not get caught up in the hype and just be myself.
No one's better than anyone. You're just operating on
everyone's blood is red.
Yeah, you know, you're just operating on your own channel, your own lane, and no one should be like higher than the next person.
Yeah. So I know when I get ready, it's a vibe. I need the music playing. I gotta get ready. I'm out the shower. I'm doing all of it. What did you listen to this morning to get ready? What was the vibe?
Oh man,
I've gone from Life of Pablo to Everyday Hustling Rick Ross.
That's big.
Very big. Shout out to MG.
I'm on some old man shit right now. I'm literally listening
it's not old
to
man,
like old soul instrumentals and a lot of shit that like hip hop sampled. I go record shopping like every Saturday, and I pick up at least one new record, and that's what I play for the week. So
So what vinyl have you popped in?
Man, I gotta bring up the pictures because there's so many.
Okay.
Hold on.
No worries. I definitely bump up the Wu album a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's very classic. The Skepta album, vicious. I'm not completely a grime fan, but there's certain artists like Stormzy. They definitely, yeah, they do. It's a common theme. We're just with the real people doing positive vibes, and
I feel like all my photos were on IG stories, so I don't have them.
Oh, no worries.
But
yeah,
the Division album, huge.
Yes.
That's one of the favorite things right now.
Yes. Have you heard of 88 Club?
Say what?
88 Club?
Of course, yeah.
Very dope.
Yeah, they just opened last night for Belly.
Okay, how was the show?
I didn't get to go.
I didn't get to go. I was very
I saw
sad.
the footage. It looked live.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on Tidal probably later. In terms of being here today, what do you want to take away the most for yourself?
Honestly, for myself, I look at this as like just another challenge. I want to get better at speaking. I want to meet the right people in order to, I guess, speak more and help more.
Definitely.
And this is definitely like one stepping stone, I think, and hopefully a long career of like sharing information.
So I know Toronto is very like open and we're multicultural and stuff, but like being like a white guy dressed urban, how does it work in your favor? Does it not work in your favor? I mean, it felt like you were more approachable for me, but how does it work for you on an everyday basis?
I feel now that I'm older, I can get away with a lot more.
Yeah.
Just because I have the experience to back.
And people can see that it's not.
Yeah, I am who I am.
Yeah.
Like I'm not pretending.
Shout out Baka. I am who I am.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know? But I would say like early on it was a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because in like the corporate culture, they don't understand hip hop in general.
They don't.
Or the streets, or what influences like art. So like I went to a job interview with a fit-in, and I used to have long hair, like down to here, like ponytail, braid, you name it. I got nothing.
One day I need to see the picture.
That's a real throwback Thursday. But I went into a job interview with my fit-in, my long hair, and my grills, and I got the job. But fast forward to like a year later, at the Christmas party. No. But two white dudes, and like one was like an indie rock guy, and one was like super corporate. Nowhere close to like the world that I was in. But they pulled me aside at the Christmas party and said, "We don't understand it, but it took balls to wear those teeth to the interview." And I got the job. So at the end of the day, those two people like broke down a mold for me, because typically it was always like creatives versus suits, right? Or it was like hip hop versus the world. But in that instance, I got the ability to be myself. And you know what? That might be because I'm white. You know, if a black person went into that same job interview and was wearing fitted and grills and thing, they might have not judged the person on their work, and they might have judged them on their appearance. I don't know. Those two guys are good guys, so hopefully not. But I know there's things that have been afforded to me because I'm white. Automatically, you have to recognize that. But then at the same time, there's things that have been taken away from me because of the culture that I participate in versus the culture that everyone else is a part of.
Well, you know, I really appreciate meeting people that are down to earth and being able to talk and just spreading the realness, because a lot of times people get caught up in the accolades, they get caught up in, you know, just themselves, and they don't realize that can be like their quickest downfall. Yeah.
It's all about the people you came up with, because they're the ones that are even propelling you past like where you start.
Definitely.
And I wouldn't even be able
and you also have to know when to cut cut certain ties. But if there's something that you could let my audience know, the people know, Influence Orbis, I'm into you, a message for today, what was something you'd want them to take away?
Man, just realize that you got to enjoy the process. Like, success is not at the end of that journey. The success actually happens throughout the journey. All those little milestones, the hiccups, the failures and successes to get you to where you want to be, that's really what matters. It's not about the end result.
Thank you. That's so dope. Just on the side, I do